Alright, we're here with the final game in the league season. This is against arfarfarf, who I think this is his third game this season, so on how quality their season is up in the air right now. I think they're 9-3 currently, unless they played one since I last checked. Um, so my chances of winning this season are slim. It's possible. It's possible. What basically needs to happen is I need to destroy arfarfarf, and then I need Bobby DJ to also beat arfarfarf, but beat him slightly worse than I did. Like, if I 6-0 him and Bobby DJ 4-2s him, then I think I have it. But that's like the only way that to work. So, not looking likely. That's not probably to happen. However, I'm not demoting probably. So this is probably just a fun game. You know, try out what I can do. If I win, great. If not, oh well. I don't think it's a huge deal. I'm pretty sure I'm not demoting. Like it's pretty set in stone. Okay, so what do we got here? We got daimyo. We got daimyo and practice. Though the practice doesn't really have tons of options. We do have druid with trashing, and there's also raise. Double raise open because if it's nearby on the 4 seems quite nice to me. Druid has some pretty good boons here. Forest gift is decent. Yeah, your villages are. You got daimyo in Lost City. You've got draw up the wazoo here. You've got plus buy and ducat and druid. There's definitely this is engine central here. I could see an argument for raise druid and then take a silver. I kind of would just rather double raise and a silver. I guess you can do either. Obviously, you want to get to the daimyo stuff. Like daimyo, draw, and all that, and then you're basically off to the races. Oh, buried treasures here also. I think there's a really good high roll here with double raise. So I'm going to take that. Because the high roll here is like, you trash 2 estate to get through your shuffle, and then you buy like a buried treasure or something. They take silver. I'm really tempted to take druid here. I mean, trashing isn't really an issue, I guess. It's just, yeah, it's not very good. I guess it's, yeah, silver's probably the right answer. Alright, so we both find a raise turn 3. I'm hoping to find a raise in these next 2 cards, because then I get 2 estate trashes on turn 3, which is very nice. And it triggers a shuffle. So that'd be very nice. That would be ideal. But yeah, these games matter to them a lot, so I'm not surprised. Okay, didn't find a raise, that's fine. I should have raised estate down there anyways to trigger that shuffle. And a silver. Copper discarded. So I have 3 coppers, silver, estate raised down there. So it's very possible I'm hitting 5 next turn. I definitely don't want a daimyo here. What do they take? They took a monastery. I don't agree with that. My immediate thought is just kind of ducat here. It gets plus buy in my deck. It thins me a copper, which is hard to do with raise. And I don't really want to add anything else to my deck, so I think that's probably the right play. Coffers are good too. Alright, so they hit 5. Our decks are pretty similar so far, except they took the monastery and I took the ducat. Buried treasure, that makes sense to me. I've got estate raised down there once more. Probably is what I'm taking here too. Because the idea is I do want lost cities. I want to like daimyo carnivals and stuff. Let's take a buried treasure, yeah. Are we trashing all the estates now? Did they find their final estate? No, they did not. That's unfortunate. I think at some point here I'm going to take daimyo. I might take lab, honestly, over Lost City here. Alright. So I'm looking at 5 here. I can trash a copper and spend a coffer to get a 5. Because like I could take Buried Treasure Daimyo here. I don't love the idea. Because if I take copper to hand here, I have 7. Which, whatever, just help pays off debt, right, if I'm taking a daimyo here, which I don't think I am. I think I want to alternate Buried Treasures first. Although maybe that's a bit ambitious, because I don't have enough draw to do it anyways. So maybe I just take the copper here, and this is like Lost City Daimyo or something. $6 is better. It gets me 5 debt. I don't have a lot of money coming in next turn then. Like, daimyoing a raise isn't particularly interesting to me. I think I want a 5 cost in my deck. And I think this might just be trash a copper, buy a Buried Treasure, and take something better next turn. Like, this could be daimyo and a 5 cost here. How do I feel about Lost City? Is it better than Lab? I don't actually know. Actions aren't really going to be an issue. I could pop this raise here. That's an option. I have a Buried Treasure and a Ducat down there, both of which would be very nice to see, especially the Buried Treasure. Okay, they take Lab over Lost City, which I think might be the right answer, honestly. Yeah, they got the monastery thing going. Okay, which I think it's fine. I got a 2 out of 5 chance of finding my Buried Treasure. If not, I can find a copper. I have a raise down there as well. I have raised 2 coppers, Buried Treasure, Ducat down there. Because the other option here is just like, you know, Lab, Daimyo. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. It's kind of the worst case scenario there. I'm not gonna take the raise then. I'm just gonna go for pure debt paying off. Yeah, Lab Daimyo sounds good to me. Okay. Not ideal. And here I don't really have much of a turn. I guess I can buy a second daimyo. It's probably worth it. The one problem is that the daimyo doesn't have tons of payload here to use. Like, the best is probably Druid, which is not a good sign for daimyo's strength in this game. It is just really good at drawing deck. So you're going to want some daimyos for draw, but once you're drawing deck, I don't know how good they are. I guess there's reliability, but there's a certain point where you just want to go for treasures instead. Okay, so they paid off money here. They basically have a similar turn to me. They trashed their final estate. Right. I would take another daimyo here as them. Taking a raise. Oh, they have the monastery in hand still? Sure. I guess. Yeah, whatever. Maybe the monastery was a good play. I don't know. I could see myself taking a druid. Not this turn, because I don't want to spend a coffer on a druid. But okay, they took raise nothing. I'm taking another daimyo here. Okay, cool. So I bottom decked my daimyo. Very cool. Interesting. That's Not ideal, because I can pop my raise here and just draw a deck. But then I have no raises. And I also have another daimyo that's not doing anything. I can play my lab here, daimyo the raise, trash a copper, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm doing here. I think I have to. Alright, well. Not ideal. I have another daimyo down there. But I don't really want to... Well... I would like a druid here, right? Right now I'm sitting at druid territory. I can spend a coffer to get one instead here. And here I'm saying, don't spend a coffer to get a druid, but... it would be pretty good. I think I have to do this. Alright, and here's hoping I find my lab. They've got a lot of buried treasures. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling behind. I have more daimyos, but they just have more stuff, and they've got deck control going on here. I mean, they have 3 in play right now, so they're not getting any more into play next turn unless they buy some here. Trash more copper, sure. $12. I think I'm taking BT daimyo here as them. I need to see my lab on those top 2 cards. 3 if there's a daimyo in there, but... I only have so many cards down there. I've got a buried treasure, a silver, a raise, another daimyo, a druid, and a lab. And then I guess one more copper. Right? Buried treasure, silver, raise, druid, daimyo, lab, and yeah, one more copper makes 7. They're thinking here. Their turn is going to suck a lot more next turn. I could see an argument for taking a druid here as a daimyo target for extra econ, because you're not really doing anything else with your daimyos when you're drawing deck here. Yeah, if I see my lab here, I feel like I'm going to be decently set up. I'm probably going to play both daimyos on it. Gold. Gold? Oh man, that duration balance kills me. 3 on one turn, 1 on another. Like 3 and 2 I can understand. Maybe I've gotten into too much daimyo debt. I'm not really sure. If I daimyo lab here, I just draw a deck. That monastery was good. I didn't expect it to be. The gold is strange to me. Like, I know you want consistent econ. A copper? What? Alright, cool. I've got lab daimyo down there. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I've got 3 plays with this druid. I'm sitting at 3, 4, 5, 7 money with a coffer. So I can every coin I get is a copper I can trash. I didn't see my buried treasure this turn either. 2, 4, 7. That's so if I triple play buy here, I think I can afford buried treasure. Right? 6, yeah, I can. That's probably got to be the play. I don't like it, but I don't want another daimyo. Not right now. It's not ideal what I'm at right now. It really isn't. But now I'm out of debt. I can play some normal stuff here. Might take a carnival at some point, and then probably, yeah, just start throwing treasures in my deck. Okay, they didn't see Lab Daimyo here. But they still have $10 and a buried treasure in play. Yeah, they're just going to empty, or almost empty buried treasures here. I wouldn't be surprised. Into the lab. Alright, I'll triple play my lab here. Do I just want to trash more coppers here? This daimyo is either an extra coin or an extra copper trash. 2, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 2-coin swing, right? I'm trashing a copper here. Either I get the coin or I get the trash. So if I only trash 1 copper, I have 5, 6, 7, plus a coffer. 8. If I play the druid twice and don't trash the coffer, I have 10, which is double buried treasure. However, I don't want all 4 of them in play, do I? Maybe I do. I can just choose not to play some. Yeah, that feels right, actually. I think I'm going to play 1 and then take the last 2 and not play the second one. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like it's important to get the split even on that. Maybe I'm focusing on payload too much and thinning out enough. I don't really know. I don't think I'm ahead here at all, so you just have coppers in your deck. Why are you buying coppers? You trash your monastery. Okay. I wondered about that. Golds. So I have more daimyos, you have more labs. I have the druid. We're tied on buried treasures, but you have a gold. You have to make that 3 golds. I really want to see my lab here on the top. Not guaranteed, but I do have a lot of my econ here. I'm also happy to find, if I find my raise, I will play that. I will trash it. It's fine. It's worth seeing the shuffle here. And then I'm probably taking like lab. I don't know. I have 9 money coming in here. This game isn't over. I'm definitely behind, but this game isn't over. Double gold. I'm worried about their deck. Well, I take another daimyo now. Okay, beautiful. That's the ideal thing. Alright, so I'm going to trash a copper here. I can either play... I'm just playing my druid extra time seems right. So I'm sitting at 9, 11, 12, trash 1, so 13. So 14, 15, and then either I can play 1 more copper, so I can be 17, or I can be just at 15. I think a second lab is probably very, very useful. Lab gold is 16, yeah? So I could do 17. I could do 17 and just go lab, but I want more consistency. I need more labs in my life. I like 16 here. So what does that look like? 12, 14, 15, 16 trash of copper. I think it's play all these. Yeah. Lab, gold. I don't want another daimyo. Alright. Again, looking at a bit of a scary hand. I haven't really had anything lined up for me on my starting hands yet this game. Okay, they're trashing your raise. They clearly didn't have a great draw either because they have their lab first. Alright. Yeah, so a dead daimyo. That's a pretty good sign. Province time. Raise. You're taking double raise here. Yeah, double raise. Sure, extra reliability. I understand. Alright, let's see what I draw. Alright, absolutely nothing. Alright. Great. What an incredible draw that was. I have 2 labs and 2 daimyos down there, if I'm correct. So I think I'm happy to take double gold here and just know that I'll draw. Yep. All my draw cards are down here. Who would have guessed? It's an awkward board to play. Because daimyo is really good for draw, but it's not good for much else. $17. Double province here puts me in a really tough spot. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I trashed my raise, right. Actually, I'm going to trash my copper here. I'm going to assume that I'm fine. Just get rid of this. Like, I can double here. I'm hitting more next turn. So if I have 18 this turn. I'll hit 21 next turn with an extra coffer. I'll hit 21 with the yeah. So I can theoretically triple next turn, right? If I draw, which would be ideal. Does that mean double lab province here? Like, I lose to province duchy, though, if I triple. So, like, maybe I just have to cut my losses here and double province and take, like, a silver. Does that even make sense? No, not really. I can take province duchy lab. I kind of have to depend on them dudding here. I think I'm going to take province duchy lab. That feels right to me. Okay. I see everything. That's good. Okay, so raise off the bat is always a good sign. Lab with no daimyo. Okay, nothing. So you have double here. Is double safe for you here? Probably. 30 VP. I would have to get 21, which is it's a lot. It's a lot. 12. It's double province, triple duchy, which is 31 money. Yeah, I need them to dud next turn. They only have one buried treasure coming into play here. So yeah, I need to go hard on duchies this turn and hope they dud. Daimyo, laboratory. Daimyo, I don't need to do that. Right, I don't have it here. Just making sure. 25 money gets me double province. Not quite double duchy, so yeah, not there. So this sounds like it could be 5 duchies. I'm more happy to take 4 duchies here. Like I could take I'll take a raise. There's no reason not to take a raise. It's extra reliability. Yeah, that feels right. And hope for the best. And if they province here, even I'm probably screwed. I'm sitting on 1 province in hand now. But actually, I'm sitting on 12. So it's, yeah, province. I got druid. Province duchies in hand right now. Depending on what I draw with this lab. This feels like a very common situation. 30 to 21. I've seen that happen so many times. They're really thinking here. I guess they're calculating if province is safe for them. I mean, I just added a lot of stop cards to my deck. Ooh, raises a buried treasure. Okay, so you're going for it. Lab. More lab. That's not good. It's not looking good. Alright. 6 money. Duchy looks like your best option here. Yep. Both of our decks are falling apart. Double province is a tie, yeah? Holy shit, it is. Because I have... Wait, do I have double province estate? 8. Oh, I do. Oh my god. That's gross in every sense of the word. Wow, I cannot believe I won that. I should not have won that. That felt slimy. That was exactly what I needed. Did they have Duchy Estate the last turn? They might have. I might have saved them. Okay. Game 2, what do we got here? Well, I got a 5-2. Which is never the best sign. I mean, I can open Den here and have a 5-4, basically, which is fine. I could open, like, Den Temple, which is decent. Den Silos, also decent. The problem with Silos is that you often get, like, lacking of, like, Econ. Especially if you don't open anything with that gives you Econ on the open. So a Den Temple feels okay here. With the chance of getting a silver and or silos later. There's also Den Mill, which I don't love, but it's better than Den Silos. I love silos in the open here. I like it generally. I love silos. They didn't GG me back. They must be tilted. Nothing personal. I just maybe they forgot, but that's usually a sign that something's up. I think Den on the 5 has to make sense here, because I think going like Patrol nothing, Silos nothing, none of it makes any sense. I'm taking Den on the 5 here. And most of the 4 is what you want to the open anyways. Especially, I think Temple and Silos are the huge ones. The 2-5 would be a lot sadder here. Am I taking Temple here, or am I taking Mill or Silos? I don't know. So the end goal here, you could say it's Taskmaster stuff. I'm not really convinced. There's no gains here. Other than Hostile Horses, I guess, if you count that. Actually, that does give a reason for Temple VP to be worth it, because it's going to be Alt VP. Same as Mill, to be fair. But yeah, there's no gains here. So you're looking at consistently hitting Province as much as possible. And Taskmasters, if you're trying to buy a 5, don't work. So, yeah, I think I like Temple. and then kind of hope that I hit a good hand to get silos. Probably take a silver or two. Take some mills. Galleys are fine. They're okay here. Hunting lodge is a lot worse than normal. I think patrol is well, I mean, you have mills and stuff. Patrol and catacombs are probably pretty similarly powered on this board. They will have their drawbacks and their benefits. I guess I like patrol more because it can set up your next turn. You can kind of move things around if you need. Let me take temple. Yeah. Okay, this could be city gate. It also could be silver. City gate, it gives me a 6 out of 7 shot of not having my den and temple both bottom deck. I have 4 coppers down there. So it's, I mean, if I trash a copper, I take a silver. If I city gate here, my question is, because I'm going to have 5 cards in hand, right? If I have den, temple, estate, copper, copper, I'm not hitting silver. I think I have to take a silver here. Okay, so not ideal, but that's fine. This is a trash in a city gate if I've ever seen one. They take a den. They're doing temple stuff now. Okay, so we actually have the same quality deck. We both have a temple, a den, and a silver. They have one less estate than me now, but I've got a second temple trash coming up. I kind of want silos. Not seeing my den turn 4 there was pretty bad. Would have been helpful. Top deck this copper here just for double trash. And then this could be silos. This could be hostelry horses. That feels kind of reasonable. I'm going to need some villages in my deck anyways. A good overpay never hurts anyone. So what I could do here is I could do den first and trigger the shuffle with temple in it. Actually, yeah, if I see my temple, life is good, yeah. Like this. Aha. Do I want a 5 AP temple? It's pretty good. It's pretty good on this board where you're not really gaining much, and I can just trash it later. The other option is, of course, den. Or I could hostelry horse. Or I could silos. I think silos is at this point too late. As much as I love silos, I don't think I have any time for it. The 5 AP temple is a pretty solid lead. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Because otherwise they have the option to take it, and it's just not as good. If I draw the den here, I'm top decking the estate. If I draw the temple, I'm probably top decking the temple. If I draw a copper, then I'm probably top decking the estate as well and taking hostelry horses here. I have 2 temples down there. Yeah, 2 temple, copper, den. Because I could keep the temple. I could just buy a hostelry normally. But I think I'd rather just buy a den this turn and then have more stuff coming in next turn. $5, den. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to trash the other temple next turn, so we're going to take a den here. Because I don't need another temple. It was just 5 EP that I can get rid of. Which is going to mean a lot in this game when you have single gains. $6. They have, okay, so they could go den here, but they're kind of lacking in econ. But I think you need the den here just because it's consistent draw. Ideally, I try for my last estate here. Gold. Okay. So we're going to trash Temple Estate here and buy a hostelry, I think. Or I want to buy a mill. I can trash a copper here and buy another silver as well. What do I have down there? Is that another copper? I think so. I think so. So the hostelry is allowing me to play what? Petrol, Catacombs, like it's that kind of draw. The other option is I just go like dens and treasures, which is fine. This could be a silver. There is, so like, what am I discarding with mill here? Like, I guess late game it's provinces and stuff. But right now, there's nothing I'm really discarding with mill, so it's not much better than a cantrip that's worth VP. It's a great haul. So yeah, I think I'm taking silver here and trashing more. And now I am drawing deck. Which is pretty nice. They're gold. Yeah, they're going straight for the... So I could top deck what I want here. Definitely feels reasonable enough. I have a silver and a copper. Or sorry, I have a silver and a temple down there. So if I draw all that up, I get to play my temple, trash a copper, and buy a gold. So yeah, let's city gate first. They've got two dens, but they're both coming in on the same turn, which is interesting. So same thing here. I've got two coppers down there. No, yeah, two coppers. Probably want to buy another gold here. And then probably start provincing. That was an interesting way to play your treasures. Gold, copper, silver, copper, gold. Alright. Sure. Nope, they don't want to play that. Are they doing some hostelry stuff? I don't know why you want hostelry at this point. Nope. Okay, you don't want to play all that. What are you doing? So either I can trash a copper in province here. Okay, they are taking hostelry. It's like, okay, I guess. Probably want to city gate first here, right? That's just generally better practices. Like, I have province in hand here, but I would like to keep playing my temple. So we're gonna take a gold here. I can trash a copper, I can trash a silver. I can even take a temple. Like, a 5 VP temple at this point is pretty close to a it's probably better than a province. Maybe 4 VP was better, I'm not really sure. But yeah, taking that 5 VP tempo really puts them within range. If they want to take it. But like, I like taking temple because it basically means I'm drawing deck for another turn again, and then I just have to trash my temple. Because this is the idea, right? I'm trashing a card and I'm adding a province, and then it just keeps the same amount of cards in my deck. So if I can get my points off of a card that I can trash, then, you know, sounds good to me. They're spending horses. Okay. Taking the 6 VP temple? I would assume you are. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I probably should have taken it last turn, but that's okay. I think I have to start provincing now. I've got all these horses, which, I don't know. I think next time I miss province, I'm taking a mill. Because it's worth 1 VP, and I get to use it payload if I miss stuff. So, yeah, I think I like it. I could trash a silver here and guarantee I hit province next turn as well. Which is kind of whatever. Oh, 3 VP temple is kind of honestly nice. Or be a 4 VP temple if I trash. I think here they don't hit. Oh, they don't hit 8. Oh, they don't hit 8. Oh man. Very tempting here to trash silver by temple. It's a 5 VP swing my direction this turn. Catacombs. You're really trying to build the actual deck, eh? So trash silver by temple gives me 4. It's a 5 VP swing this turn, which will be pretty far in the lead. Next turn, I have the same deal. I can trash temple by province, and I'm back on the road. It's a 5 VP swing that doesn't bung up my deck, but it does cost me a silver. I think that's probably still pretty good. And with City Gate and Dens, theoretically I should be able to see Province pretty easily every turn. Okay, you're top decking your hostelry. Temple trashes temple. Buying a province, cool. City Gate me first. Trash the temple, buy a province, Den of Sin. Okay, so we're still looking pretty good here. I'm up 10 VP. More provinces for them. Yep. City Gate me first. Taking another province, playing another Den here. Here I guaranteed see province because I have City Gate. Then it's kind of down to luck if I see my 2 golds and my silver every hand or not. But if I miss them, I'm probably taking mills and or duchies. Maybe a den. A den could guarantee me a province in one turn. Like if they take province here and then I take province, it's looking pretty good. I guess you can trash your catacombs to gain a mill, but like, eh. Okay, they're taking province. I'm going to top deck the temple here, I think. It's probably a more valuable card than having a province on top, so. Alright. So I've got to have all 3 treasures on top here in order to win. If not, that's okay. Because they're not going to province here, obviously. They're going to take duchy or something. I'm guaranteed to see at least duchy. Dead of send me first. Okay, so my gold bottom decked. Yeah. Boom, it's in hand. Drew it. Excellent. And I even have an extra VP from trashing a den if I want, if I draw it. I don't think there's a way they can come back. They have to, like, play 2 temples, buy a town. No, that's just not happening. This is one of those times here where I wish you could reveal your hand and just go, hey, look, I have it. And then the game could end. But that's okay. Yeah, they overbuilt. The hostelries and the catacombs were not good. You're just not doing anything with that. I got 2 out of 3 of the temple big VP stacks. So that was a big part of it. And they had their dens together for the longest time, which definitely didn't help their consistency in such a small deck. Buys a silver. Alright. I'm going to trash this den just for shits and giggles. Alright, cool. 2-0. Alright, they're ready to go. Oh boy, we got clashes. We got Old Witch. We've got Weaver Dungeon. Ooh, what is the play here? So Warlord is tough with Weaver because this is from your hand. They can't play an action from their hand. Yeah, so you could discard Weaver and play it from the discard pile, and that counts, but then what are you gaining? You're getting pawns and battle plans and conspirators, and you only really want 2 of each. So Weaver strats probably aren't the best play here. There's also Guardian here, actually. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay, so we got the Guardian to... Oh, what the hell? Alright. And you can Weaver for Guardian. Okay, maybe there's a world. My immediate thought is, of course, to open, like, Battle Plan and then either Desperation or Credit for Old Witch. Probably Credit's better on the 4, and then you're, like, sitting at 3 debt, which isn't great on the open, but, like, Old Witch is so good. And there's no way to trash here, yes? But then when you're playing against Guardians, like, is there even a point? Huh. A little game of cat and mouse here, I think. A little bit of reaction respond. Because like, I'm player 2 here. So if my opponent opens Old Witch, I can open Guardian. I can also just open Guardian Old Witch, which is an option. Okay, they open Weaver, which, like, I see the vision. So they've got 3 next hand. They have the option to Guardian and just do that stuff anyways and do the Weaver stuff. So maybe we're not touching that here. I mean, Dungeon Weaver seems pretty good on an open here as well. What a weird board. What a weird open is more the important part. Guardian Old Witch is so interesting to me. Because, yeah, next turn they could take a Guardian. And is my Old Witch... Is me taking an Old Witch over, like, a Weaver better, like, in that... So that's... Like, Old Witch is a smithy. It's worse to me than a Weaver, right? But Guardian for them as a Guardian is worse to them than a Dungeon or a Battle Plan. And so, is it worth it for me to take an Old Witch here to put them into taking a Guardian so they don't get a 3 cost with their Weaver? But then I take a Guardian or a Credit or a Desperation. There's 3 different ways to hit old 5 here, turn 2. And so I don't think it's worth it. I think I like Dungeon Weaver here. We just kind of stick with what we know. And if you see your opponent get an Old Witch, then oh well. Okay, so as long as I see my dungeon next turn, I'm set. Which isn't guaranteed. It's only 5 out of 7. Weaver for more Weavers. We're doing Dungeon Weaver stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, I did not see my dungeon. That's really unfortunate. I could Weave for Weaver here and buy a Battle Plan or something. I mean, putting them into Guardians does feel like it... I don't know. Bottom decking my dungeon sucks here. You could just say, okay, I'm never touching attacks here because, like, if I do, then my opponent gets Guardians and they're basically worthless. However, Battle Plan is pretty dang good as draw here if you're playing with attacks. And Warlord's also reasonable. And I mean, Old Witch, you don't have a village, right? So either that, you're playing with that, or you're playing with, like, Bureaucrat as your terminal. Maybe it's Pawn for plus buy plus coin. Merchant Ship. Let's take a Weaver. And I'm going to go Battle Plan. I think Battle Plan's good enough here. Of course, I see both my dungeons at the top here. Got a Weaver? Yeah. So I take a Battle Plan as well. This is a strange board. Some real attack mind games. Oh, man. They're just ahead of me with the Dungeon Weaver stuff. Conspirator is if you've played 3 or more actions, not from your hand. Okay, so it can activate on Weavers. Is the plan just to get all the Weavers in all the dungeons and then do Conspirators? Maybe the Battle Plan was bad last turn. Maybe you should have just done Weaver, Dungeon, Conspirator stuff. Taking a pawn or 2 for plus buy. I don't know. I'm taking another Weaver here. Okay. I think it's his 3rd dungeon now. Yeah, maybe that Battle Plan was just a bad buy. Huh. Okay. Archers are officially in play. Are you gonna take one? You're gonna take one. Okay. All right. Taking 2 weavers here. I could take the warlord here. I'm not too happy about it. I'm rotating to warlords. It just feels too slow. Maybe it's not, though. I don't know. It is some sense of draw. I could just buy another weaver. That's very total option. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I think the weaver dungeon thing is. I can always weaver for a guardian. Obviously, I'm revealing my dungeon here, and then if they discard my weaver, then I just get to play it, which isn't bad. Like I don't think the archer was good at all. I think the next step is conspirators and pawns, and then piles are really gonna get low real quick here. So, your archer? Nope. Oh, there's your archer. Okay. That's fine. All right. I think I'm happy to go conspirator now. Don't rotate. I can take a guardian. I don't think I'm actually that worried about the archer attack. I'm just going to take a pawn here, I think. These are going to pile real fast. So, just a matter of keeping an eye for it. Alright, dungeons are empty, weavers are empty. Now the real game begins. They're going conspirators as well, makes sense. Like, I guess I understand that, like, battle plan is draw if you find your archer, which you did. It's so funny too, because dungeons are draw negative, conspirators are draw neutral. The only thing that draws here is battle plan and old witch. Conspirator. Alright. The conspirators. Alright. I really don't want to lower conspirators all that much. And I don't have any dungeons going into next turn either, which is a very unfortunate state of things. Take a guardian here. I could take an estate here. I think I'm taking guardian. Is that maybe? I take double estate here. Desperation Duchy is essentially the same thing. I would take a territory here if I could afford it, but alas, I cannot. What an awkward place to be in. I really wish I had a dungeon coming in next turn. My desperation Duchy. Okay, so I can go up 3 points here. Okay. Okay, so there's 5 conspirators left in the pile here. Took a couple last turns. So the ideal is that I find some here. Weaver for pawn. So yeah, they're not looking to pile this turn. Seeing 3 dungeons off the top here is actually fantastic. More pawn. Keep sitting your battle plan and your archer together. That's quite nice. That's very nice. Pretty nice. It's worked out for you. Alright, rotates back to archer. Sure. More dungeon. Okay. Is one of those a weaver? Yes. There's definitely a world in which estate's just empty also. 7 pawns, 7 estates, 5 conspirators. The archer. This is why I took a guardian last turn. So I have more search space. I've done a lot of stuff. A lot of wheel spinning here. Okay, they're down to 3 cards. Okay, one's a conspirator. You can province here. You're looking pretty solid, I think. You got 4 dungeons in play right now. Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, 4 dungeons coming in for next turn. It's pretty good. You can desperation for province here if you want. Can I take 5 conspirators this turn? What do they take? I don't know. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I won the Weaver split 6 to 4. So if I try to find... I can also just go for estates here. Instead of conspirators. Right? That way I can if I see my pawn, it also helps. Okay, I'm gonna go for estates. Okay. Okay, didn't find it at all. That's okay. I'm probably losing this turn, but you know, whatever. Because now they could take 5 estates with their 4 weavers. I went for it. I'm assuming they have it. Because there was a shuffle there in which I did get it. Yeah, I don't know. It was a risk. It was definitely a risk. Uh-huh. There's 2. Three estates. Can you take it? Uh-huh. There's another one. Action buy. If you have a weaver in hand, you win. Why would you play your pawn before your battle plan? Oh, there you go. That's going to be it. No? There. Okay, there. It's got to be there now, right? Buy coin. You have a copper in hand? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Didn't work out. That's fine. A very interesting start. A very ugly end game. Okay, what do we got here? 5-2 again. Wow. Okay. So we got bridge megaturn things to do. Because there's Blessed Village and there's Werewolf. So there's draw. You also have Bridge Artificer, which is kind of a thing. I think Sculptor for Crucible is pretty dang good on the open. There's a world in which I go, oh yeah, Guildhall Sculptor, but I don't think that's that good. Yeah, Sculpt for nothing probably is the right play. The other options count. I'm just not convinced by that. Because Sculptor can gain Crucible. That's pretty good here. Oh, they also have the 5-2. Huh. I could try to go for stowaway stuff. The problem is that the only other duration is Crypt. And they aren't J-Nails, so they're probably not gaining many of them. This is probably just a silver. As much as I'd like to be playing with stowaways here, I don't think it's that... Well, you want to get the bridge mega turn off, right? That's the idea. If only there was draw to X here. Mill and Artificer. Okay, take the Sculptor. Yeah, this is a silver. Okay, this is going to be a Crucible, Treasuring an Estate. Into what? Werewolf? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, actually that being pretty good. They take a count now. I think I want a werewolf instead. Like, yeah, you can do a fair amount with count, but you're just going to lose all your econ doing that. Blessed. Oh, that's nice. It's a very nice first boon. Alright. Do I just try to copper here? Keep the estate in my deck? I think so. Just because it's worth Crucible targets later on. Let's take a Blessed now. I will take a +1 card at the end of this cleanup, please. Thank you. Ooh, look at that nice draw. Huge. Drawing the werewolf on top there is huge. Yeah, but you need to get plus villages here because they're so dang important. I could actually sculpt for Blessed Village here and just take the boon and run with it because the villagers are cool and all, but winning the village split is just massively important here. I might do that. Because I was thinking about playing Werewolf, hoping to find my village, and then sculpting for Crucible, getting thinner here. But the village split is really, really good. Like, really crucial. Okay, I take a Werewolf. I'm going to take the village here. Yeah, I'll take another village now. Thank you. I'll take a card now. Sure. Absolutely. Give me more copper trashes. Honestly, I'm just happy to... do I want a gold? Not really. I'm going to next turn that just because, but I'm not going to use it. Earth's Gift was ideal there. Wind's Gift ain't bad. They're doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm not going to discard. Thanks. I've got Blessed Village. Werewolf down there. Yeah. I don't really want a silver, but you know, that's how it goes. They've got a really thin deck. I guess the idea with Stowaway is maybe it's non-terminal draw, at least for a while. So instead of playing your actions on werewolves, you can play it on bridges. Feels okay. I've got my sculptor and a werewolf down there. This is up to 4, yeah? Yeah. So bridge does affect sculptor. They might be able to take the last 2 villages here. Seems in their reason. Especially if they take Forest Gift here. Maybe they were planning on doing a huge count trash, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they're taking the Forest Gift. Ooh, they're crucibling the count. Double bust here? Yeah. Moon's Gifts. Reasonable. Top deck it, why not? Yeah. Wisp, also nice. Alright. Of course, Sculptor Stowaway doesn't react with itself, but I mean, that's the clear option here. Is it just double bridge? I think it's just double bridge. I do need more draw, yes. But I also need more to my life than that. The wisp is so nice. I don't know how he split the villages, honestly. I think it might be 5-5. Yeah, because Sculptor Stowaway does react on itself, which is pretty nice. But I just wonder if it's too slow. I don't know. Second Sculptor. Yeah. Alright. I think this is going to be second... it might also be second Sculptor. Yeah. It feels reasonable. Maybe a second Crucible would have done me some good. I'm not really sure. Okay, the Wisp missed. Ah, yeah, there's Bridge Wisp. That's the thing, too. Yeah, that Wisp is really good here. Sculpt Bridge. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have 5 villages, which means I also have 5 villages. If I don't see my werewolf here, I can bridge and I can sculpt for werewolf. It's not my ideal target, but... fun fact, if you get enough bridges in play, war can hit province. That's something to consider, I guess. That, yeah, ideally you have werewolves as attacking features here and not draw, but... yeah. Maybe it's too late for the stowaway stuff, I don't know. Pressure the copper. That Wisp is just so good. Non-terminal draw. They have the second werewolf, right? That's what's happening here, is they've got a werewolf in hand. Yeah, it is what's happening. I'm getting hexed here. Alright, give me not Envious, because Envious would kill me. Silver? What are you doing with silver? Doing stowaway? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Like, I could empty bridges here. Is it possible for empty bridges without? No. No, I need to sculpt something bridge-like. If I sculpt a bridge here, yes, I can empty bridges. If I sculpt a stowaway, I get the extra draw next turn, and I can still buy 3 bridges. That's probably better, honestly. Oh, they have a stowaway in hand right now. Their one stowaway they bought. Ah, Gross. I guess the first curse is worth 1 VP. I maybe should have crashed a copper there. I don't know. It's close. Their deck is so much thinner than mine. 13, 16, 18 cards. Actually, okay. 18, I have 23 cards in my deck. They've gained a Wisp. They have one more Werewolf on me. I don't know. They might have a win here. I'm not seeing one, but if they can play 5 bridges or close to it. Still array react. Mill is worth 3 VP, by the way. Note to self. Because that will come in handy eventually. Although everything's worth 2 extra VP right now. All the green cards are. Except for Estate. I still have one. And they have Wisp. It's also worth 2 VP. Oh my goodness. This is such a good Wisp board. 6 gold. 4 buys. Okay. So you only have 3 bridges here, potentially 4. Which is worth noting. Artificer, of course, is pretty good with bridges here. And I could just not draw here. It's very possible I just fucking dud here and rip. That's over. I've got 4 cards of search space right now. I'm looking at it. There's definitely a world where I sculpt a crypt at some point. It's worth 2 VP and it just gets all your treasures out of your deck. Maybe it was good there. I don't know. It was like last turn. Not sure. Did I have a lot of stuff going on this turn? Yeah, I didn't have tons of stuff. I had a silver and 2 coppers. I haven't actually drawn deck yet. The count. I can't believe the count worked. I mean, you trashed 3 coppers with it and then trashed it. Province. Okay. Okay. Bridge. I think I probably would take a werewolf here. Okay. Like, taking a silver to hand here basically doesn't hurt anything. So I guess I might as well do that. Play a bridge here. Trash a copper. Take a mill. Take an arty. Is it worth taking last the bridge? I don't know. Probably not. Probably just second Crucible's fine. I'm not looking good here on this board. I'm not really sure what fell up. I guess it was the trashing. Having one Crucible just wasn't enough. And I didn't only wear Werewolf. That's probably what it was. I just didn't go in hard enough. I went too hard on the Blessed Villages, and then it cost me because I didn't go hard enough on the draw and the trashing. You can't play the bridge mega turn if you never actually find all your bridges together. Not using your Artificer there seems crazy to me. I guess they're just using it as a peddler, but... Four buys, 8 coins. You can probably take, like... Yeah. Yeah, stowaways are pretty good. They have all 3 of them there. They're not going to have one in their next hand. So I can go wild with them then. More Artificer, huh? Like, I'm pretty sure I have another Sculptor down there. More Artificers. Huh. I guess they're fine. Like they're not really pile pressured, and they're peddlers, you know. All right. Okay, I didn't have a Sculptor down there, I guess. Province Duchy, double mill here is pretty good. I can't do double mill. But I can do double estate. Which feels fine. Not sure. It's all my bridges there. Just tying in VP is all it does. It's just not... It's not looking too hot. Like, I have almost a province here. It's not great, but... Yeah, the count, I guess, worked. I guess, no, you know what? It wasn't the count. It was me not getting a second Crucible and a second Werewolf. If I got those 2 things, that was probably fine. But I went too hard on Blessed Villages, and that was my downfall. Yeah. I've done that before. I've done it before where I've concentrated too hard on a very important split, and then my deck's just fallen apart because I haven't been building it properly. Sculpt Stowaway. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing the thing that I wanted to do. Well, that's nice. You can top deck a Stowaway here and react a Stowaway. That feels reasonable. Unless you're worried about piles a little bit, but... Yeah, you are lacking on actions, and you only have a couple... I mean, you can play one more bridge, but... Yeah, you need to play another bridge here, green, if you're going to take a Stowaway. Actually, I do have a province in hand if I trash this Artificer, but I don't think I want to do that. When basically anything I draw here is good enough. Actually, no, I can't trash silver. That doesn't work. No, because I need to trash a state in order for it to be worth province. There's also gold here with 2 VP. Yeah, it's they're really thinking here on what to do. I mean, I like the gain stowaway, react stowaway in hand. 2 other cards in a province. What are you gaining for 3? Bridge? Mill? Okay, sure. Oh, you have another action. Oh yeah, you do have 5 villages. Interesting. You might just have the win here, actually. 2 bridges puts you 4 buys. Sculpts. Crucible or something, or a gold, I guess. Stowaway. Sure. Okay, so you didn't have the win. But you've got 4 stowaways coming in. I can probably just resign here. I'll play this turn out, see how it goes. But it's not looking too hot. Yeah, I mean, this is probably over. It's probably over. I guess if they can't end it this turn, they have no draw coming in next turn. There's a world in which they died. It's not looking good, but there's a world where that exists. This is very resignable for me. I kind of want to see what they do here. Blessed Village. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need 5 gains here. So instead of discarding for coins with mill, you should be discarding with artificer for gains mid-turn. Yeah, you've just like drawn your deck here. 3 buys. Already for bridge, already for mill. It's over. Yeah, this is here. Yeah. All right, 2-2. Yeah, I just didn't get my engine going enough that game. All right, we've got pouch here, mountain folk. Sycophant. Double sycophant open into mountain folk for +3 cards into crop rotation. No, that's not that's not good. There's catapult here. We got city, we got barge, we got forager, we got underling is We got I guess we have warlord again, so I guess underling should be fine for that because this way it's not, you can't defend against this time. Probably opening catapult forager here. You can maybe make a case for dismantle. Catapult battle plan actually might be better. I'm looking about it. Yeah, I kind of like that actually, because if they collide, battle pulse, battle pulse. It's a land. It's a lab. Can't talk right now. Ugh. Um. Yeah, so like cities and clashes don't work well together, but you do have enough stuff here to do. Crop rot isn't great against catapult attack either. Um, you're gonna want academy. So barges are gonna be pretty good. Yeah, going to the same open here. Okay, I saw neither of my stuff, which means I'm gonna see most likely both of them next to shuffle, which would be great. That is the ideal. Seeing them together one way or another. Oh, they might just. If I hope they. I want them to attack me this turn. Nope, they're not going to attack me this turn. Cool. Give me one more battle plan here. Okay. So I might just not see my catapult here, which would be really bad. That'd be really, really bad. If that top card is my catapult, man. I've got my pouch and my catapult down there. Rotating to Warlord. Ooh. I guess Archer isn't very good in a catapult game. Alright. Yep. Yep. What do you got here? Like 4? I don't think you've had 5 here, have you? There's no way there's 4 coppers in there if you've... Yeah. Battle plan. No, one of those is an estate. You have 4 in hand right now. Yeah. Hey! Oh, I can rotate to rocks. Crazy. Do I want to rotate to Warlord here? Or to Territory? Maybe. Nah, let's keep it up. Forager. Oh, they found their catapult and their battle plan in the top of their shuffle here. Oh, both battle plans? Oh, no. That's not good. Either I'm drawing my catapult here or I'm trying something to the trash. That's really unfortunate. Okay, at least okay. I actually saw everything. Wow. Actually, I should. I'm gonna rotate here. I don't want you getting a second Warlord. Not trusting an estate is unfortunate, but I think the Forager is probably better than. Well, nah, the silver's gonna get me to 5. I need to get to 5. Okay, didn't see that, so I guess we're okay. So it's probably second Forager, I guess. Because I don't know what else it would be. For my first 5, is it Barge or is it Academy? It's probably Barge. Sycophant. Are you gonna find your catapult here? Or no, you just found your catapult. You got Warlord though, but you're not gonna make me discard, which is what I care about. Neither of us have trashed any estates yet, but I have 2 Foragers, and they have nothing. Okay, now they have the Foragers. Do I think I'm hitting 5 this turn? Maybe. Nope, no I'm not. Unless I trash my pouch here. Which I could do. Plus buy isn't all that important. I have double foragers. Trash pouch for 2, trash estate for 2, trash catapult for... It could be warlord. Yeah, you know what? Plus buy isn't an issue. Let's just do that. Okay, yet again I miss a lot of stuff. But I have a good looking next turn. Is underling worth it here? They trash their pouch. Oh no, not the warlord attack. I guess I can go for dismantle now. It's okay. Because then what's the play? Like copper and gold. It is decent at getting me econ. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm keeping battle plan, catapult here, obviously. That's my warlord down there. Forager, they got the underling going. Okay, they activated Mountain Folk once. Whoop-de-doo. There's a lot of coppers in the trash. Yeah, they're trashing copper. Okay. I probably could have kept a forager there. It's probably more useful than my catapult, but, well, it's close. I'm also low on terminal space, so the dismantle it's that or the catapult, right? I guess I can always dismantle the catapult eventually once I run out of coppers to trash. Same with the foragers. But yeah, I think the idea is academy pretty soon. Maybe I should have gotten an underling over. I don't know. Not sure. Huh. I wouldn't hate academy from the here. I think the other option is like a barge or something. It's one of the two. Take an academy. Yeah. Do I think I'm hitting 5 here? Maybe. Do I want double? I guess so. Okay, and I'm not, definitely not doing that. Oh god, either I attack here or I take, I got both my foragers down there, gross. Alright. I guess that's better. I don't really know. That's an awkward draw. Yet again, I feel like I'm playing from behind. They had some nice early draws with their battle plans. The sycophant thing, I don't know. I don't know. They might take double. Do they have the ability to take double Warlord here? Oh, they don't have. Oh, they have a Forager for plus buy. Okay. Yeah, I guess you can just Forager Sycophants. Maybe the Dismantle was a bad play. Nope, they don't want the Warlords. Yep. Here it comes. I kind of want to keep Forager Estate in hand, honestly. I might discard Copper Forager here. Six. Oh, another. Oh, they're taking a Dismantle now. Interesting. Over a Barge. Or another Warlord, which sounds crazy to me. Okay. Cool. I just completely missed everything. Awesome. Academy it is. And yeah. All right. Ooh, rotating the rocks. If you gain or trash, just gain a silver. Can you? I guess you can gain a rocks mid hand with Dismantle. They make mid turn. Or are you gonna rotate back for style points? No. All right, you're reeling a catapult for no draw. Awesome. Yeah, you're okay. You're doing it for style points. Cool. I respect it. I respect it. Just showing off the rocks. Say, hey, look at this pile that you never see because it's underneath catapult. And catapult's one of those cards that you want one of. All right. You know, I'd appreciate not getting attacked. Sycophant. Yeah, the Sycophant stuff is working for them. No, they're still doing it. Okay. Okay. I want to barge this turn. For sure. I wonder about how that Sycophant crop rotation line would have gone. It would have been wacky. Like double Sycophant into Mountain Folk for crop rot. I don't know. It's a crazy line. I don't think I'm rotating here. I will rotate the rocks to mirror. There you go. All right, Forager a copper here. Got myself a barge. All right, this is not looking good here. Yeah, now they've got the gold dismantle thing, which is quite nice. I guess the hope is next turn I can dismantle it into Warlord. Doesn't look likely, but maybe. Maybe. Might be there. Get a second. That might be there. Got the barge and the battle plans down there. Yeah. Trashing more estates here. I think I take double sycophant here. I could trash the silver. Oh, there's a... Yeah, I could trash the silver for 4 money. Buy double sycophant. Oh man. Never mind, they're attacking me. Warlord dismantle. Yep. More sycophant, more dismantle. Sounds about right. Not too happy with where I'm at right now. Even if I can rotate it to Warlord, get a second Warlord and play it this turn. It's just not going to be that good. They've got 3 dismantles? Holy shit. That's actually kind of crazy. Taking city, which I don't agree with. No piles are near empty. You want to take barge here over anything. You're not worried about actions because you got academy. Dismantles are basically non-terminal. So you're only playing barges with your actions. Yeah. One of those games where I feel like I had a pulse on what to do and I took the wrong, I don't know, wrong order of things. I was definitely playing a very like half and half deck where I had a lot of duds and then a lot of good turns in between. Hey, this game isn't over. Again. Last time I said that, I won. So, cool. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. We'll spend a villager. It's fine. Whatever. Sycophant. Yeah. Cool. Wow, there's all 4 treasures in the trash now. You could trash a rocks and make it 5. You're next turning a barge. I mean, sure. Whatever works for you. More dismantles. So I'm going to play a warlord and you're not going to be able to play all these dismantles. Alright. Cool. Saw my catapults. Except I probably should have dismantled, or I can't dismantle first. Ah! Alright. Give me another warlord. So what I could do here is take the 3rd warlord and basically means that they don't get to limit me on my thing. So I think I'm going to do that, exactly. Taking their barge here. I don't have a warlord in play this turn, which is going to be really hurtful. I thought I was able to do it. I didn't. I overdraw the battle plan, and then I had no other options. If I had drawn an attack off my my starting shuffle there, my warlord, like my catapult, I would have been able to play my battle plans, rotate to warlord, dismantle to warlord, and then draw it with barge. I have 1 extra card for that, but that does not exist. So yeah. Gonna discard gold silver here. They're gonna play their warlord this turn, so I'm gonna play one warlord. Or no, I'll play two. So when the turn when they don't have their warlord in play is when I can play one. Yes. And I'm hoping that it just shuts down their deck. Because it's dismantle stuff. Like they have 5 of them. I think it's my last hope. They could also go right for distant lands right now and just kind of destroy me, which is very possible. Probably the right play for them. Territories are going to be okay here. 5 EP. If you have all of them in deck, obviously. Yeah, they got their warlord here, so I'm going to play 2 this turn, is the hope. Yep, distant lands. It's kind of what I expected. Yep. We'll see how much damage they can do with this turn. Okay, Forager trashes their catapult, plays a warlord, distant lands to Matt, I would assume. No, you're doing more. Oh, dismantle. Sure. Get rid of one of them, yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, so you still have 4 dismantles. And you didn't attack me this turn also, which is fun. Which leaves the question open, should I just not spend my draw here? No, I probably should. I should. Alright. I don't really want to rotate anything here. Probably forage the catapult here. I think I only have 1 dismantle, so I'm going to take a second dismantle now. Forge the catapult. Dismantle. Oh, wait. Ah, it doesn't matter. Gold into distant lands here. City. Warlord, warlord. I don't actually care about my villagers that much. Okay. Operation Warlord is a go. They have 1 in hand right now, right? Yeah. There's no point in me getting a 3rd barge. Don't think. I can take double sycophant here and just take the extra draw. And then the stuff for my forager to trash also. Yeah, that feels good. Okay. We're past the 2-hour mark in this match. Oh, I don't even have enough villagers to use the draw. I thought, yeah, right, duh. Silver gold. Alright, cities are out for them, but they only have 2 anyways. I've got 1 more dismantle play, I got 1 more barge play. More dismantle. A lot of coin there you got. Catapult. What are you doing with the catapult now? Cursing me, I guess? I'm happy you take a second forager. It's pretty good. No, you're just trashing it to forager yourself. Okay. 22 money ain't bad. So they can definitely triple next turn. So I definitely don't want to take any provinces here if I can help it. Unless I can take all 4, which I kind of doubt. Is there a crazy play here where I rotate to rocks and then like dismantle them and forager them or something? I don't think so. Okay. 2 sycophants, 3 dismantles. Nothing else is super close to being done yet. I'll rotate to rocks. Forage. I think I have to go for distant lands here. That feels like it. I'll now this. And I'm out of villagers, but I do have distant lands on Matt. I could take a territory here. It's worth 3 VP. I can also take a city now. Like a city tracker or something. Yeah, I think I have to play for the long game here, so. Maybe sycophant was better. I don't know. Not really sure on my strategy here at this point. Just hope that they can't do crazy things this turn. They're doing battle plans without revealing anything, so that's a very good sign. Okay. Oh man, I could have taken provinces last turn, totally. Can I triple here? I don't really think so. Not looking too likely. 24 money is kind of far away. But maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, Warlord, Mountain Folk me. Alright. You know what, I'm going to rotate to rocks here just because I think there's going to be some weird line. Okay, so what does Triple Province look like here? Trash Warlords into Forager Gold. Every Forager with 4 money. That's 7 each. That feels reasonable. I don't know if it's there or not, but I think I have to take it. Right. Forager into Forager Gold. Trash a Sycophant, trash a Tracker, 8, 12. Yeah, it's here. Man, today on things I should not have won again. Alright. I've had 2 surprisingly good comebacks. They had a pretty bad dud there, and I was able to capitalize on that. Alright, going to the final game here, up 3-2. Got another 5-2. Oh my goodness, I have so many. Okay, what do we got here? Way of the Squirrel, delay. We've got Baron, Wayfarer, Litter, remake. Baron is your plus buy. Bazaar is your village. Gross. Yes, you have Herbalist for plus buy. Also, you're not... I don't know. Remake's going to be your number 1 draw thing here, or like trashing. Menagerie's going to be your draw. This is probably remake. The question is, do I Herbalist? I probably do Herbalist. Because plus buy can be delay, it's probably fine. And Skirmisher isn't good against Menagerie attack, so we're going to do that. Remake Silver, Remake Menagerie are both significantly better than whatever this garbage is, but whatever. The 5-2 is biting me for the first time this game. This is my 3rd one, I think. Maybe 4th. I'm actually not sure. I've had a lot of 5-2s. Silver. I am taking the Herbalist here. Because I can do this. Delay. I don't want another Herbalist. Okay, cool. I really do love not hitting my estates at all. They're so that's so cool. Such a fan of that. Probably just could have turned estates into menageries and it's much better. But you know what? We're gonna live with our lives here. I could squirrel this. Buy a silver or something. I have Menagerie and Remake down there. I would ideally like to find 2 estates and buy a 5 cost. I don't think that's going to happen, but yeah, it's probably the best play. Squirrel this, buy a silver. Alright, well if I see my silver on top here, that's exactly what's going to happen. Wayfarer time. Nope, didn't see my silver. That's fine. I don't want another... Well... I guess it's fine. Okay. Squirrel this boy. Grab a bazaar. Haven't been paying too much attention to what they've been doing. I'm assuming it's something similar. They do have a bazaar. You can, of course, remake Wayfarer into King's Cache. How good is that here? I don't really know. But... well, they have an herbalist. When did they take an herbalist? Oh, just now. They thought it was better than nothing. Which, I mean, maybe. This could be play Menagerie, remake Coppers, delay a Menagerie or a Wayfarer. Because it's not very good stuff down there. Look, I do need a Baron. I guess there's a Bazaar down there, but no, let's just keep this going here. I'll do the Menagerie. Oh, good. Beautiful draw here. Remake estates into menageries. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty set up now. I should be able to look at my Bazaar and my Herbalist here, and then I can delay something. Okay. Like this can be copper into this, draw that. Herbalist, I can delay this Wayfarer. I can also just squirrel it. Plus 2 cards or in my deck, or plus 3 cards at the beginning of next turn. But no, this gives me more buys if I do that, so let's do that. This way I get Bazaar. Now I can take the Skirmisher, I think. No, it's bad against Menagerie. Just take 2 Bazaars here. Yeah, I think so. I don't want to Herbalist anything. Okay. I could probably end up remaking a silver into a Baron. Not that I want plus buy. Hold on. Maybe Herbalist is just better than Baron. That's something to consider. They're still getting through their coppers. Okay, like here. I think I'm taking a Baron here. Herbalist. Grab a Baron. Squirrel this guy. Two more Wayfarers and a Bazaar. That feels fine. I feel like my deck is humming now. Wayfarers are good at getting silvers, I can remake into stuff. So, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about that. They have a litter, which is like fine. I'm not too worried about draw here. I've got Wayfarers and Menageries doing that for me, so I'd rather have one less draw and 2 more coins. Which is essentially what Bazaar is compared to litter. Menagerie into Baron. Yeah, I feel ahead here. I might consider remaking Wayfarer into King's Cache at some point. Actually, you know what you can do is you can remake a Wayfarer into King's Cache and then remake another Wayfarer into Province. That's kind of cute. This is going on from likely my longest match of the season. I didn't expect to be playing this long with this one, but it just seems like it's going to be longer than the Tufta match. Bizarre. 8 coins. I just feel so far ahead here. So yeah, Wayfarers have plenty of tricks with them here. Okay. I kind of want to do that. It's kind of cute. Let's do it. Maybe a little bit risky, but damn it, it was fun. I don't want to gain a silver here, do I? No, not really. And I just took out all of my Wayfarers on my draw. So this can be... It's probably just bizarre in the remake. I still had one action. Nah, I need one more Wayfarer. That might have been too stylish. That might have been not actually good for my deck. It's possible. But it was cool. Yeah, I have a silver and I have 2 silvers and a copper. Oh, they're doing it too. Oh, no, they're not doing it. Alright. Let's see what you can produce this turn. If I don't see a draw card at the top, either a Menagerie or a Wayfarer, it's going to be looking pretty bad for this turn here. Baron gains a state. King's Cash silver. $11, 2 buys. Take another Bazaar. Now we're thinking. I guess Skirmisher is good against Squirrel, but yeah, I mean, you see Menagerie and you're probably fine. There is 4 Menageries, 3 Wayfarers, and okay, that's nothing. That's it. All right, Menagerie me again. All right, we're looking good here. All right. Is it possible for me to pile here? I'm not entirely certain. So I could either do the estate line and try to do barons. Again, I only have 6 actions here. Barons Estates is pretty good at... like if I remake 2 silvers into 2 barons, I drop the Wayfarer, I'm down to 4 actions. I can play 3 barons and an herbalist. Barons give me... That's 5 buys total. Barons give me 3 estates. which is not enough. I need 6 buys total for Barons and Wayfarers, yeah? Okay. So instead, put the Bazaar first here. Really get the idea on what I'm doing here. Right, if I remake silver into Barons, 3 Barons plays 3 estates, and 3 Wayfarers is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Not quite a win there. Okay. So what am I doing instead? I could play a pretty straightforward thing here. Probably want to Baron discard my estate. I don't want to undo that. Silver's into like something better. I don't love it. I would like a gold, but I don't have a 5 cost here. I guess I can remake Baron into a 5 cost. Silver, no, I need the Baron for plus buy. Yeah, that's too many steps to get a gold. I can just buy a gold. Probably Baron. Okay, Baron discard here. The other option is I just like squirrel play herbalist triple like green. I think that's probably fine. Just go like province gold here, and I'm looking pretty good. It's probably pretty solid overall. Because there were some remake lines there that were weird, but this is just easier. I've got such a lead anyways, might as well green and keep that lead going. Sure. You're doing the Wayfarer thing. King's Cash isn't nearly as good as King's Court. It's okay. It's not bad. But it doesn't have the action amount that you would. It's the same with Tiara and Throne Room. It's why Tiara gets plus buy and top decking, where Throne Room doesn't get any of that because Throne Room double plays your actions, which means it can turn labs into villages. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This has been such a long match. They're probably going to green here, but the problem is they can't really like province too hot. Like they've almost got triple here. But like I should have triple here, no problem. Yeah. I could even remake gold into King's Cash and remake a Wayfarer into province. Like, I've got options here. Okay. Just triple. Triple seems relatively easy. All Like I could do gold into King's Cache, Wayfarer into Province here. Yeah, that feels pretty good. More Menagerie. Don't gain, do this. Ah, whatever. It's there. I didn't even have to put my King's Caches. Look at that. Alright, 4-2. So, not terrible. You know, I'm probably sitting in a solid second place in my division at this point. It's probably going to be the end result. But that's okay. You know, I'm not too unhappy with my play this season at all. So, happy with it. But thanks for tuning in. And I will catch you in next season. Because, yeah, that is the end of it for this season. It flew by. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll end up in B. Who knows?